After my husband's funeral, I found his second phone and discovered I was his mistress, not his wife. The phone fell out of Daniel's jacket pocket while I was gathering his suits for donation. 3 weeks after the funeral, I was finally ready to pack up his clothes. The iPhone clattered onto our bedroom floor, still charged, password protected. I'd never seen it before. My hands shook as I tried our anniversary, 0614. It unlocked immediately. The screen displayed a photo I'd never taken. Daniel with 2 children, a boy and a girl, maybe 8 and 10 years old. They were at a beach somewhere, all 3 of them laughing, building a sandcastle. I didn't recognize the children. The text messages loaded. Dozens of conversations with home at the top of the list. I opened it. Miss you, baby. When are you coming back? Sent 2 days before Daniel's heart attack. The kids are asking about you. Tell the conference you'll be home by Friday. Love you. Be safe. I scrolled up. Years of messages, daily check-ins, photos of school events, birthday parties, family dinners, a whole life documented in text bubbles. Daniel's other wife was named Catherine. They lived in Portland, married for 12 years. The children were Ethan and Sophie, his real children. I was Veronica, the work wife, who'd become something more. The woman Daniel saw when he traveled for business to Seattle. We'd been married for 7 years, or so I'd thought. Our entire relationship had been built during what Catherine's messages called conference weeks and client meetings. The marriage certificate in our safe deposit box was fake. I checked. The license number didn't exist in Washington state records. I wasn't his wife. I was his mistress who didn't know she was a mistress. My best friend Lydia found me on the bathroom floor at 2 a.m. Daniel's second phone clutched in my hands. The life I thought I'd known shattered around me. We're calling a lawyer, she said, helping me up. Right now. The lawyer's name was Patricia, and she'd seen cases like mine before. You have legal options, she said carefully. This is fraud. But first, we need to know, did you financially support this relationship? I had. Daniel's consulting business had been struggling, he'd said. I'd paid the mortgage on our condo, covered his car payments, funded our vacations, transferred money to his account monthly so he could invest in the business. Patricia's expression hardened. He was stealing from you while maintaining his real family. This is criminal. I had Catherine's number from the phone. I called her. Hello? Her voice was warm, maternal. The voice of someone whose husband had just died. Catherine, my name is Veronica Hayes. I need to tell you something about Daniel. The conversation lasted 2 hours. Catherine's shock mirrored my own. She'd known about business trips but never suspected. Daniel had been meticulous. Separate credit cards, separate phones, separate lives. She'd been planning his memorial service. I'd already held one in Seattle. 2 funerals for 1 fraud. But we met in person a week later at a cafe in Olympia, halfway between our cities. Catherine brought a folder of financial documents. I brought mine. Together, we pieced together Daniel's double life. He'd been draining both of us, taken a second mortgage on Catherine's house without her knowledge, using forged documents, opened credit cards in my name I'd never seen. We'd both been funding his gambling addiction, something neither of us had known about. He owed $180,000, Catherine said, her voice hollow, to casinos, to loan sharks. There are collection notices arriving daily. We hired Patricia together, filed fraud claims, reported the identity theft, contested the debts. It took 18 months, but we recovered most of what Daniel had stolen. The life insurance policy, the real one in Catherine's name, covered his gambling debts. The turning point came during a court hearing. Catherine and I sat together, unified against Daniel's creditors who wanted us to pay his debts. We were both his victims, Patricia told the judge. Neither woman should be held responsible for the fraud he perpetrated. The judge agreed. After it was over, Catherine and I started meeting monthly. Coffee at first, then dinners. She told me about Ethan's soccer games, Sophie's piano recitals. I told her about my job as an architect, the condo I'd finally made truly mine. I hated you at first, Catherine admitted one evening. 6 months after we'd met, you were the other woman. I didn't know I was, I said softly. That's what makes it so twisted. I know. That's why I don't hate you anymore. 2 years later, Catherine invited me to Sophie's middle school graduation. I sat with the family, watching this girl I'd seen only in stolen photos except her diploma. Aunt Veronica came, Sophie announced afterward, hugging me tight. Aunt Veronica, the title I'd never expected, in a family I'd never planned to join. Catherine and I built something from the wreckage. Not romance, not traditional family, but a fierce friendship forged in shared betrayal and survival. We supported each other through therapy, through the hard work of rebuilding trust in anything. Last month, Catherine started dating a teacher named Robert. She called me immediately, nervous and excited. Is this crazy? She asked. No, I said. It's brave. I haven't dated anyone. Maybe I will someday, or maybe I won't. I've learned that a full life doesn't require a partner. It requires honesty, connection, and the courage to rebuild after everything falls apart. The most beautiful ending is discovering that family can emerge from the strangest places, and that sometimes the person who shares your pain becomes the person who helps you heal.